live now. Okay. Hi, Mike. How are you doing? Ah, dear. I'm playing all the wrong things. How was your week? What did you get up to? Hello, Michael. How are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry you were in hospital, Mike. Are you feeling better now? We'll send some cheery, happy vibes. In hospital, as you Brits say. We do say. But I hope you're doing very well now. Hello, Erin. How are you doing? All healed up. I'm glad to hear it. Erin, you saw Star Wars in concert, which must have been amazing. What's a Star Wars song? Something like that, isn't it? I'm glad it was amazing. It looked awesome. Hi, John. How are you doing? Well, that's... Does anybody know what that is? Okay, storybook Love from The Princess Bride. Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look. So, I'm interested in what people would rather see. If people are more interested in watching covers or tunes or like played well, hopefully well, or how to figure out songs. Okay, let's have a look. Princess Bride. Storybook Love from Princess Bride. Dum dum dum. Actually, if I put this over here, and then if we let's do this, then you should be able to see what's... Ah, look at that. It works. The system works. Now we can see Spotify. You can watch everything I've listened to. My main artists. Or actually, I think they're recent. Anyway, okay, let's have a look. Theme from Hill Street Blues. Okay, my gosh. Okay, there's a lot to catch up here. It's Holiday in America in the Southwest today. Ooh, happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. I'm probably butchering how that's pronounced. So let's have a look. Storybook Love. Storybook Love, The Princess Bride. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Storybook Love. Vitamin String Quartet. This is going to be nice. I love a quartet. That's loud. So. Hello, Toby. Oh, good morning, Danielle. How are you? How is California? How's California treating you? So if I play tunes like Spotify there, then I cannot keep the stream up afterwards, which is sad. But that does mean that it's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing that will never be repeated. The what? Mark Knopfler. Mark Knopfler. I don't know how to say that. Oh, okay. Ooh.
Come, my love, I'll tell you a tale of a boy and girl and their love story, and how he loved her oh so much.
This is quite sweet.
All the charms she did possess. Now this did happen once upon a time, when things were not so complex, and how he worshipped the ground she walked, and when he looked in her eyes he became obsessed.
Now we're gonna do something different.
My love is like a a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel.
So it's basically the same chords, but
My love is like a storybook story.
What?
But it's as real as the feelings I feel.
Now we're back in D.
It's as real as the feelings I feel.
Okay, that's lovely. Dum, 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 dum. I think that would make a really nice piano song. Dum, 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 dum. It sounds like the book of love is long and boring. I read many years ago. It's full of charts, some facts and figures, and instructions for dancing. I like that song. If you've not heard, very quickly, I don't know if it was written by Peter Gabriel, but yeah, I think it probably was. This is just, I love this so much. Listen to those strings. Okay, A flat. I just love that. Oh, then it goes. Mike Webber, Peter Gabriel is your favourite musician of all time. Well, that's fortunate, isn't it? The book of love is long and boring, written many years ago. He's got such a deep voice. It's full of charts, some facts and figures, and instructions for dancing. And let's put on some reverb. Dum-bum-bum. If you change your mind, it's full of charts, facts and figures, and instructions for dancing. And I love it when you sing to me, and you can sing me anything. There's actually a really gorgeous version of that done by Gavin James. I don't know if anybody knows Gavin James, but he's sensational. Let's just see. Here it is. I love his voice so much. Oh, so it's higher. C major. These are just guesses at the keys. I'm quite pleased with that. Funny story about this song. One of the first, after I came out as a flamboyant homosexual, one of the first times I ever, it wasn't really dating, but I spent a couple of days with a chap, and it was lovely. And we listened to this song because there was a really gorgeous version of it that was performed on top of a building somewhere, and it's not performed anywhere else anymore. As I say, it's not performed. The video isn't anywhere, which is really sad. And it always brings me back to that sort of, that time. When I was young and happy. So it would be in this key. The book of love, the book of love is long and boring, and written many years ago. Some of it's just transcendental, and some of it's just really dumb. Gavin James goes super high though. Like that. Ooh.
The book of love is long and boring, and written many years ago. It's full of flowers and heart-shaped boxes.
It's nice lyrics.
And things we're all too young to know. And I...
It's very high. Anyway, okay. So there's another thing I thought we might do today. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Mandolin Rain. Oh yes. No. There we go. Hiding out under the rain, under the carnival town. Let's try and do an actual proper version of that. So I'm gonna get up some lyrics. Dum dum dum. Let's put this there. Then we get lyrics. So what was the song? Mandolin Rain by Bruce Hornsby. Lyrics. I always go to AZ lyrics. AZ? You say Z in America. Because you're strange. No, that's fine. Okay. And we have to do it in a different key. Because... So let's do it in... Sun came and went, like the times that we spent hiding now from the rain under the carnival tent. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Give me some microphone. Ooh, dum dum dum. Also, I think my mic is slightly out of time with my mouth in the video, so hang on, we're just going to, this is my little setup here. Let's do this. I'm going to be gone for a second. There we go. Okay, now we're in sync. Cool. Okay, love it. So where were we? We were here. Here. Let's just move that. No, that way. Okay. So and then we're going to do some AI stuff with this little program here called Suno.ai, which is fascinating, and I have so much to say on the topic. But okay, let's have some 111, and then Sun came and went, like the times that we spent hiding out from the rain under the carnival tent. I laughed and she'd smile, it would last for a while. You don't know what you've got till you lose it all again. Listen to the mandolin rain. Listen to the music on the lake. Or listen to my heart break every time she runs away. and listen to the banjo wind, a sad song drifting low. Listen to my tears roll down to my face as she turns to go. Anyway, that's probably enough of that. I've never actually learned that, so that was just following lyrics. But thank you, Danielle. You're too kind. You're very kind, Gernot. Thank you very much. Okay, let's have a look. What should we do? We should turn off the reverb first, because that's just... There we go. Okay. So now we're in D. Let's... Okay, I'm okay, because we like D. It's a lovely key. Let's go. Bouncing up and down. How distracting. I walked across an empty land. I knew the pathway like the back of my hand. I felt the earth beneath my feet. Sat by the river and it made me simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need someone to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. I came across a fallen tree. I felt the branches, are they looking at me? Is this the place we used to love? Is this the place that I've been dreaming of? Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need someone to rely on. So tell me when, that was terrible, you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. And if you have a minute, why don't we go talk about it somewhere only we know? This could be the end of everything, so why don't we go somewhere only we know? How would we translate back to the original key? Let's go back to the, because it's such a, oh. And I walked across an empty land. I knew the pathway like the back of my hand. I felt the earth, it's so high, beneath my feet. Sat by the river and it made me complete. Oh, it's too high. It's far too high. I'm not warmed up enough for that. Oh, oh my gosh. Tom Chaplin has an amazing voice. What's another Keane song? I said we'd do it before, but I didn't do it. I'm going to be really cheeky. Should I? No, I won't use transpose. Okay, let's have a look. Keane. Sovereign. This is my... Wow, one of my favourite Keane songs. There's so many Keane songs to choose from. I love Keane. Some people don't love Keane. What's the singer from The Verve? Thingy Ashcroft? He doesn't like Keane. he made fun of them, and I was like, oh, that's not very kind of you. Anyway, Powder Mill Lane and the battlegrounds, we were friends and lovers and clueless clowns. Let's just see if we can go. We go down to the rides on East Parade by the lights of the Palace Arcade and watch night coming down on the Sovereign Light Cafe. The original key is B flat. Down Powder Mill Lane in the battlegrounds, we were friends and lovers and clueless clowns. Maybe we can do that. I didn't know I was finding out how I'd be torn from you when we talked about damn, talked about things we were gonna do. Okay, I can't do it in that key. But G is too low, so let's do it in A. Didn't know I was finding out how I'd be torn from you when we talked about things we were gonna do. We were wide-eyed dreamers and wiser too. We'll go down to the rides on East Parade by the lights of the Palace Arcade and watch night coming down on the Sovereign Light Cafe. I like that song very much. Love is a bit to take turns as the stars of the Sovereign Light Cafe. Anyway, let's do something fun. So I don't know if anybody is familiar with Suno.ai, so let me just turn off some reverb. Okay. Oh, thank you, Abe. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. How is There's who else was from California? Somebody else is from California. I think it was Danielle. Was it Danielle said? Yeah, Northern California. Everybody's in California. I don't know if it's Sacramento in Northern California. I am unsure. Also, what do you think sounds nicer? This piano or... Oh my god, that's loud, isn't it? Gee, this piano. Well, that's like... That's Elton John, isn't it? But we need to go... How do I... What is the Elton... You like the second one more? Ah, interesting. Goodbye, Norma Rose, Jean, though I never knew you at all. You had the grace to hold yourself while those around you crawled. They crawled out of the woodwork and they whispered into your brain. They set you on the treadmill and they made you change your name. It seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in. And I would have liked to have known you, but I was just a kid. Your candle burned out long before your legend ever did. I was just a kid. Your candle burned out long before your legend ever did. That's a lovely tune. I like Elton very much. He's like favourite. No. That's Elton John, isn't it? I love a major seventh. Yeah, that's fun. If you're doing any song ever, any cover, and it ends back on the tonic, you can always end it by going like end it like Elton John. Anyway. It is indeed Edouard. There's a calm surrender to the rush of day. It's a bit high, let's do it. Sorry, I keep doing things in different keys. We'll do it. There's a calm surrender to the rush of day, when the heat of a rolling world can be turned away. I haven't warmed up today. An enchanted moment, and it sees me through. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer just to be with you. Thank you, Mike. And can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we got this far. Can you feel the love tonight? And how it was laid to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. My voice is really struggling today. I think it's because it is howdy. That's so American. Howdy. Do you know what else is American? Randy Newman. Let's do that again. I love Randy Newman. You've got a friend in me. Anyway, yeah, my voice is really struggling. I think it's because of the, there's a lot of pollen in the air. So let's do something that doesn't involve lots of like really high singing, because I love this, but it'd be hard to do. You've got a friend. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. Boy, you've got a friend in me. That's a fun tune. Oh, what are you cooking, Keys? That sounds very nice. I hate cooking with a passion, purely because I'm rubbish at it. But yeah, I'm not. I find cooking difficult, so very difficult. Okay, let's go back to this piano. that's fun. Okay, let's see. What there was some piano. No, let's do this AI thing because I really want to have a look at this. So, right, if you're not familiar, AI is kind of crazy, and you've probably seen image generators like DALL-E and Midjourney making. When they started off, they were kind of rubbishy, but in a few iterations of the software, they got really incredible. So that's now to the point where you can ask an AI to create a picture of something that you want, and it's pretty much photorealistic, and it's hard to check that it's not real. That's not been the case with music up until recently. So this is Suno.ai or Suno.com. This will write a tune for you, like in 30 seconds. Let's write a piano ballad with female vocals about, I don't know, losing your favorite mug. Mug. Because this is, I've got, it's a mug. Zebra. Anyway, right? Kind of a silly, oh, hang on, I need to log in. Dum. There we go. Now we've logged. Oh, okay, here we go. These are all just random ones that I asked it to create. Let's just try that. Okay, first of all, I asked it to create a funk pop upbeat, right? This is just, I asked it to come up with some random funk pop beat. This has never existed before. Let me just check that you can hear this. Right? This is completely royalty free. This is going to shake up so much of the music industry in several interesting ways, I think. Like, this is, I've typed in play a funk beat or something, and it came up with this. There's so much complexity involved to how this works that I just, my brain. And that's so cool. Okay, anyway, so the thing we just asked for should, oh my gosh, I asked for 4 things, did I? Anyway, okay, so it's still thinking about it. My mum asked for a song, a drum and bass song about grooving in aisles at shopping. Rolling through the aisles, Sainsbury's is the place to be. Right? Buying grapes, got that fruity flavor, can't you see? Drum and bass. If you have never tried this, you should absolutely, because it's free at the moment. Okay, so this is what we just asked for, a melancholic piano ballad emotional. Fragile porcelain, you were always there. Every morning you make I like that this is your morning ritual, Abe. That makes me very happy. I feel very blessed. DALL-E and ChatGPT, great. So this is a song that has never existed before. I just asked this AI to write a little piano ballad with female vocals about losing your favorite mug. I didn't listen to those lyrics, but you'd make my day filled with warm memories. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to replace. This is about a mug. About oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, look at that lovely picture. So there's some parts that don't sound like you get phasing, but I'm outstanding. Fateful day, you slip from my grasp, a sorrowful crash. A sorrowful crash. It's talking about a cup that broke. This is crazy. This is called Suno.ai. So there's a little thingy-bobby there. Suno.com. Right, let's try the second version. You were always there. Every morning, I wonder what key it's in. Make my day. So it's in C. Filled with warm memories, so hard to replace. Ooh! In your see, that does things like that. It went to the D minor instead of it. So this is literally. I know, Abe. This is insane. I do not. Let's do. You can't write like in the style of such and such because then there's so many implications around, because basically this is like a large language model that's trained on words and stuff. This is just trained on audio, and there are so many implications about, you know, where does it get the audio from that in the first place? Is it kind of stealing? But then there's an argument all of humanity is basically just... You can write romantic love, yes, with with an AI. I can now finally write lyrics. But okay, actually, that's we could then take one of these tunes and just flesh it into a real whole song. Coffee mug or not? I'm very well, Goofy Washington. How are you? Let's write a drum and no. Let's just do a pop song, a modern pop song about visiting my friend Goofy. I have to write it like this, I guess, otherwise it might not get it. Goofy Washington in... Where are you? Are you in the States? In the United States. Let's say Virginia. Because that's the only... I don't know very much about in Virginia in the United States. Okay, so a modern pop song about visiting my friend Goofy Washington in Virginia in the United States. Okay, fine. Mississippi. Let's do Mississippi then. In Mississippi. It's got all those letters, hasn't it? There we go. I did get it right. Is it going to create 4 of them? I don't know. Anyway, this is another piano ballad.
In the morning light, I wake and reach.
That's the 1 chord to the minor 4 chord. To the 5 chord, the 1 chord over the 5. So let's just... that's quite an interesting chord progression from an AI. What's interesting, I think, is that people thought that machines and AI, it would solve all the... Like, it would be able to do mathematic-based problems, which I guess this is, but people were like, oh, you know, a robot will never be able to produce emotional, soulful music. But that's the first thing that AI seems to be able to do, is get into the arts. So, like, you know, visual arts and music, which is kind of bonkers. Johnny Keys, I'm sorry you have to do some work, but if you don't follow Johnny Keys on YouTube, you should. He uploads some really wonderful piano videos, so do it. Okay, so yeah, let's do these first 4 chords.
In the morning light,
Oh, it's actually...
I wake and reach.
Okay, it's the 6th chord to the 4, I think. Wait, I may be entirely wrong. Yeah, that's weird.
I wake and reach for my favorite mom. My heart in a breeze.
Right, okay, so this is an AI that's coming up with quite interesting chord progressions. Like that. To this. That's quite weird. Then to there. Then to there. That's a lovely chord progression. I don't know that I've heard many people do that before. So where does it get the information to do this? Let's see what this does, because this is our southern hospitality. That's great. Okay.
But it's nowhere to be found.
To the 6.
Just empty
To the 4, the major 4.
Oh, how I miss
To the
that
1. Okay.
warmth upon my face.
That's nice. So there we have... It had previously gone to the minor version of the 4, but now we go to the major version of the 4. To the 1. I think it went to the 5.
Every sip I took, a comforting embrace.
This is about a coffee mug.
Connection so deep, impossible to replace.
That goes to that. That's crazy. It goes to the 1 over the 2.
Shattered into countless pieces, and with it, a part of my soul releases.
That's so good.
My shattered memories in porcelain shards.
I'm so speechless.
Splinter dreams like a deck of playing cards.
This is insane. Like,
Long for that feeling.
the difference this is... okay. First of all, that's very good. In its structure, in how it sounds, you can tell that it's not professionally mixed and mastered, but only slightly. I suspect that there's going to be a lot of change in if you're not already familiar with sort of how music works, basically it's all done on a computer, and you have plugins that do reverb, EQ, and stuff. This is getting like things like delay and reverb on the vocals in 30 seconds for a whole song. That is crazy. I suspect that this will put a lot of, I guess, the more lower paid producers out of some work. I don't think it will necessarily put, really seasoned, incredibly professionally great producers out of work, but I can certainly see if a plugin comes along that you can upload a demo of a song and it shoots back a mixed mastered version of it with nicer instrumentation than your software allows. Who's not going to do that? There will be people that were like, "Now I want a man to do it, or I want a woman to do it. I want a real human being to do it," which is fair. That's probably actually a really good thing to think, to support the industry. But there will be a lot of people who, for financial reasons or whatever, might just do something that I can see this being so cheap. This is free at the moment. My brain, I think it's crazy. So let's have a look at that chorus again, because that was so good.
Dreams like a deck of playing cards.
Oh, that's such a good. Dreams like a deck of playing cards. Like the 2 to the 6 to the 4 is lovely. This is going to be trained on basically every. I imagine, Suno.ai. It's incredible. This is going to be trained on, I guess, so much music that's just on Spotify or publicly available somewhere, which begs the question: at what point does it become theft, or it's using people's copyrighted material to come up with? There's a moral issue there, absolutely, but I don't think this software is going anything. I think it will mean that, like, a thought that came to my mind the other day: if the top 10 of the charts was written solely by AI instead of people, it would probably make no realistic difference to me personally, because I don't really listen to those charts. But even if I did, would I still enjoy the songs? Probably, because they're going to be written by an AI that is trained on what people like to listen to. That's the problem. Comes if when it puts people out of work and they can't make a living from music, essentially, which would be sad. Hello, Alan. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, Alan. I saw other Alan Emmett the other day. Alan Evans, we used to cycle together many moons ago. Which reminds me, next week there is no live stream because I'm doing commentary for a cycling TV show live thing called monumentcycling.tv. You should definitely check it out if you are in any way interested in cycle racing, which I am. Anyway, but yeah, this I'm glad you're very well, Alan. If you're not, so what we're doing is we're having a listen to AI generated music. This is a song written about a coffee cup. We've got a nice little AI generated broken coffee cup. This is just ridiculous. That 2 to the 6 to the 4. I thought it would go to the 4. That's interesting, because if you think it's going to go to the 4 and then it does, and it's made by AI, it's like, well, that's clearly trained on what people have made. Because my mind is blown. This is going to be so. Anyway, let's have a listen to Southern Hospitality.
Driving down the road, winding through Mississippi. Got a date with my friend Goofy. It's about to be a party, windows down, radio up.
I mean, this is kind of like classic, slightly annoying pop song.
Have a good old time rolling in town, the sun shining on our faces. The folks here in Mississippi.
Like, how to the 2 again?
Goofy's waiting at the door, the big old smile in his southern drawl. He says, stay a while. Southern hospitality, that's what we're about. Friends
that was created with this prompt, this amount of text, and a minute, and this AI created this song, this whole song, this entire song. A minute and 6.
Come on down, y'all, and feel the southern breeze.
It's just got all the tropes of a pop song. This is insane. Things are just gonna get so weird so fast with AI. Let's just have a look, because that chorus was lovely.
Smiling his southern drawl, he says, stay a while. Southern hospitality, that's what
To the
we're
5,
about.
to the 6. So that's basically what were we? So your 4 chord to the 1 chord to the 5 up to the 6. But it probably doesn't do that twice. I suspect it doesn't do that twice. So 4, 1, 5, 6. It gets the 1/3 to before the 4. Will it stay on the 5? It does! Oh, that's insane. So it goes 1, 4 to 1 to 5 to 6 to 1/4, 3, sorry, 4 to 1 to 5. Stays on the 5. Ah, man, this is AI. AI insane. This is going to be just, yeah.
Come on down, y'all, and feel the southern breeze.
No copyright to this. You could use it in film, TV, whatever you wanted. I mean, if you are, I think there might be a lot less work for songwriters in the near future. There would be a lot less work for a lot of producers, I suspect. It does provide exciting opportunities in that there will be more music out there in general, which is, I think, always a good thing, because you get to enjoy more stuff. You're more likely to find something you enjoy, which is cool, of course. But so the thing about AI in general, my opinion on AI is it's all wonderful, provided it means that humanity as a whole can just not work, right? If every job was done by AI and people could live in harmony and peace and just not have to work, have the AI do all the work and the boring things for you, then people could just exist and thrive and enjoy doing music or art or whatever for the love of it. And at that point, I couldn't care if everything is done by AI, if AI is making loads of art. So long as people can make a living and be comfortable and happy and have their needs fulfilled, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to make a living by any, like the Matrix, exactly right, for sure. But it would be like the Matrix, but everybody was happy. And because you shouldn't have to, the only reason people are professional musicians or professional artists or professional anything generally is because people need to make a living. If people could still put all their heart and soul into the artistic projects that they want to, the creative endeavors that they want to, that's great. That's perfect. And if more people are able to do that, because AI comes along and does all the jobs for people, which means everybody can then have free time to put into their projects or whatever they want, then that's a good thing. But, and it's a big but, if just companies take AI and use it in a way that doesn't free up people's time, and people end up just being kicked out of creative industries or kicked out of the industries that they enjoy and they've thrived in, and they've carved out a way to make money, which is difficult, right? And they're kicked out of that, and there is no positive benefit to their lives from AI. Like they're not instantly given like a 2-hour work week or a 10-hour work week, and they can, all of a sudden they have more money and a lot less stress in their life. If there isn't that positive impact of AI, and it's just that everybody's losing their jobs and everybody still needs a job, then it's not good, is it really? But that's a pretty good song. That was the first one as well. Let's listen to the second one.
Driving down the road.
Same lyrics.
Winding through
think.
Mississippi.
Is it?
Got a date
Yeah.
with my friend Goofy.
No, maybe not. Yeah, it is.
It's about to be a party.
Hey, Tone, how are you doing? Oh my gosh, I hope you're doing very well.
Windows down.
What would you? So currently, what we're doing is listening to AI-generated music, which is
Feeling so alive.
blowing my mind. So we made this.
Can't wait
I
to
say
see
we
my
made this.
buddy.
I literally typed in this.
Gonna have a good old time.
Classic modern
Rolling
bass.
into town.
It's insane,
The
right?
sun shining on our faces.
This didn't exist at all in the world a few
Folks
minutes
here
ago,
in Mississippi.
and now it does, and it
They'll
sounds.
put you in your places. Goofy's waiting at the door with a big old smile.
This isn't as good as the
and a
last one, I don't
southern
think.
drawl. He says, stay a while.
Classic stop.
Southern hospitality. That's what we're about.
That is so good.
Friends and laughter, let the good
So the four chord.
times roll it out.
They're both in the same key.
Mississippi.
Oh no, they're not.
Spirits run free, come on down. Yo, feel the southern breeze.
So if AI created, you could let's write something. Let's do a Baroque harpsichord piece. I've clearly spelt harpsichord wrong. Let's see if it can do that. Because I've heard a lot of Baroque classical music has quite interesting, complex harmonic themes, right? It does. It sounds like Olivia Rodrigo. It will have been trained on Olivia Rodrigo. Like that will be part of the data set that it's trained on. I am absolutely sure. Okay.
Couches, intricate and precise, melodies dance.
Should have asked for an instrumental, shouldn't I?
Pop beauty, every note, serenade whisper.
So that's not quite the. Okay, this isn't. I mean, it definitely has a more classical vibe, right? Let's do a Baroque harpsichord. What do they? Fugue. Let's try that. I wonder if it knows what a harpsichord sounds like. It must. Presumably, it was trained on old classical. This whole thing blows my mind, though. Let's just to give you this
Driving down the
chorus.
road in a southern hospitality. That's what we're about. Friends and laughter, let the good
Ah,
times
my
roll
piano's
out.
gone weird.
Mississippi, where the spirits run
One more
free.
line.
Come on
Oh,
down,
yes,
y'all, y'all, and feel the southern breeze.
That's very loud. But that's. And it says chords from the chorus in the verse or post-chorus. That's bloody insane. Excuse my French.
Friends and
Let's see that chorus
laughter,
again.
he said in a southern drawl, he says, stay a while. Southern hospitality, that's what we're about. Friends and laughter, let the good times roll out in Mississippi, where the spirits run free. Come on down, y'all, feel the southern breeze.
Oh. Ah, man. Crazy. Fugue in harmony. Wow. I mean, there's some weird harmonic things happening there, aren't there? Crazy. What? That's. I am speechless. What? That's astonishing. This is insane. This didn't exist a couple of minutes ago. You can't say that this is not good. This is very good. This is lovely. This has changed the key. I'm astounded and I don't know what to say. Let's listen to that again. It's still going. It hasn't finished. So this is weird, right? Because also the thing about AI is, I think in about 5 years, it's not unreasonable to expect. If this is the level, this has happened in like since Christmas. They've gone from version 2 to version 3. Version 2 was version 3. This is staggering, right? I think in about 5 years' time, given the acceleration of how this has gone, it will be impossible to... Well, I think it's reasonable to expect that every song you've ever heard will be able to be created via prompts and AI, which is bizarre, really. Also, it does mean that you will never know in the future if what you see is man-made or made by AI. The thing is happening with images already, and I think that politically that's going to be quite strange, because you could ask a image generator to come up with any image you want, and they're only going to get more accurate into the future. And how do you know what you're seeing is real? This is going to be crazy. A movie with video, audio, and script by AI. There's recently been what is the video AI? But they released a music video made by AI. The video was made by AI. Probably the music was as well. I'm not sure, but it looked very good, and it's only going to get better. Anyway, let's just listen to that again. It's still going. Let's go back to this, because this. Let's just figure out this first part, because that's. What does it do after that? What's the left hand do? I say the left hand. This is a computer. The computer doesn't have a left hand. It just has. Ah. Oh, what's that? Oh, what? What is? But what does the left hand do? Again. Oops. It sounds like it does that. But that's literally insane. Aditya, how are you doing? What we're doing is looking at AI. So I asked AI to create an intricate Baroque fugue, a Baroque harpsichord fugue. It hasn't made a harpsichord fugue, but this is what it came up with. Right? Insane. Michael Williams says, I think AI performance might plateau soon if it hasn't already. It's a good point. I've seen a few people say that. It's very bad for the climate. Is it bad for the climate? Is AI bad for the climate? How? I have no idea. But I hope your cooking is good. But yeah, this is like AI generated. The themes are lovely. It develops them. Crazy. Okay. All servers used to train AI models use a lot of energy. That's a fair point. I mean, but what doesn't use a lot of energy? Anyway, my mind is blown. Let's do one more. Let's just do a typical heavy metal death rock song. I wonder if we can in D minor. I don't know if it would make any difference. Heavy metal rock tends to actually not be confined to the normal major scale or major scales. Also, my audio's just gone a little bit weird. Hang on, give me one sec. Logic.com. Okay, hang on. Da-da-da-da. There we go. Okay, now we're back. Cool. Okay. So, also do hip hop with some good lyrics. Can it? Yeah, I'm sure it can. Let's have a look. Both training an AI model and answering a query requires vast amounts of computational power. Yeah, I can imagine that's true. Is also why most. Do they really? So Michael Williams says all AI companies, or a lot of them, lose money each time you use them. That's interesting. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. What's that from? What were we going to do? Back to here. So you wanted hip hop with some good lyrics. What do you want the lyrics to be about, Tin? What do you want the lyrics to be about? I guess, yeah, energy consumption. Interesting. But AI might provide answers to energy problems that currently exist and ways to mitigate climate change impacts. What? Oh. Good sunset at the beach. Thank you so much, Danielle. I hope you do. I hope you have a lovely, lovely, lovely week. Oh my gosh! It pans it to one side. There's so much production happening here. Stereo guitars. Oh, we did an instrumental, didn't we? That's why there's no lyrics. Is it in D minor though? Oh, my piano's gone. Whoops, hang on. No, it's not. So it's not in the key we asked for. How dare you, AI? I mean, that's not really a hot take, is it? That's insane. Okay. Oh, that's very nice. That's very my chem. Despite it being death rock heavy metal, that's not very my chem. Oh, that's just so crazy. Okay, so a hip hop song about a lovely sunset at the beach. There is another one. Oh, Gabe, how are you doing? Let's have a look. Did you get a chance? Did you get that great ear from just playing, listening to music and practicing playing along? Yeah, so that's a good question. So how did you develop a good ear? I think a lot of it is, I think when I was a kid, I would listen to music constructively. So I would think, okay, I know that music is made from high parts, low parts, and there's a bass line. And so what's the bass line doing? And if you follow a bass line in a piece of music, you probably get familiar with, I think everybody is fairly familiar with the major scale, which is what most music what most Western music is based on. So if you are quite, oh no, okay, sorry, let's do another one without instrumental. You can't put in, I can't write Jacob Collier harmony because it won't let me type in artists, but we can try. This is free. This is all free, which is crazy. Phil, I will play an original. I will do that. How are you doing, Phil? I hope you're doing very well. Thank you very much for coming along. But yeah, so what I was saying, developing a good ear. I think everybody has an understanding of the major scale just because subconsciously that's what we're used to hearing because most music is made up of the major scale. So you can probably listen to music, or at least I did when I was a kid, and I listened to patterns that would happen. And then once you start playing an instrument, you figure out how to play those patterns, and then you figure out just by virtue of playing them why they sound nice. And once you're familiar with all the major scales, and you are familiar with a lot of chord changes and chord patterns, they become quite easy to recognize. And that's probably the basis of having a good ear. Also, transcribing solos is a really useful thing to do. And by that, I mean, like, I would listen to Bruce Hornsby as an example with the... That sort of solo, although that's not exactly what he played. I love Bruce Hornsby. He's maybe my favorite pianist that is alive at the moment. Anyway, So transcribing solos is great for your ear as well. It's kind of a tedious thing to do, but the rewards in terms of the abilities that you practice and you get to gain skill in is quite good, I think. It's a good sort of effort to reward ratio. But okay, let's have a look at this. So the first one was Sunset Vibes, but this is an instrumental. Love it. It's even got... It's got like the tape effect on the... Like, slowed tape effect on the... Classic. How does it know what a guitar is? Obviously it's trained on... it's just patterns really, isn't it, I guess? Large amounts of data. All it's doing, I guess, is analysing frequencies, and those frequencies we think or we feel sound like an instrument, and that's how it sounds like an instrument. But that's insane, isn't it? Just those chords as well. That was nice. What key are we in? That was cool, actually. Okay, it's the next one. Again, it's got that lo-fi piano vibe. That would be quite hard to recreate in a DAW, digital audio workstation. This is crazy. And the lo-fi effect is only on the piano and not on the drums. Sort of. Which is crazy cool.
Sun's going down, colors shining bright, orange, pink, purple, turning day into night. Feeling the breeze, sand between my toes as the sun kisses the ocean. My spirit glows, tide rolling in, waves crashing on the shore. In this moment, my worries on the wall.
Wow,
Sky painted with views, a breathtaking sight. A lovely sunset at the beach, everything feels right. Palm trees swaying, music fills the air, people dancing, laughing without a single care.
Like, if that came on at the gym, I would have no idea that that wasn't in the charts, and I just didn't know it.
Sunset, I'm feeling so alive.
I can't believe this. I am so amazed as well. Currently, we have like a synth revival, or an 80s synth revival, and crazy. Last one.
A sun's going
Same lyrics. That's crazy. You get the same lyrics and two completely different songs. Tunes.
pink, purple turning day into night. Feeling the breeze.
Anyway.
Sand between my
Ah!
toes.
Yes, it's very good for inspiration as well. I do think like this has the potential to be a great tool, a great thing for people to use to make music, and especially like, even though it's great to, it's important to work and to create a skill, to make a skill, and this, I could see how this would make people who have spent their life, dedicated their lives to mastering a skill, for somebody to come along, type in a little prompt, and then come up with a tune that is objectively or subjectively might seem better than what somebody's produced through years of struggle and work. You could understand how that would make somebody annoyed or disheartened, right? But it does. There's nothing wrong with letting people with less experience make something good. There's nothing wrong with giving people new tools. So it's great in that respect. A rock song about a person who can't be satisfied but keeps trying to. Let's try that. And then I will play one little song of mine. And then I will have to go away. I'm sorry. Or you might be like, please go away already. Anyway, a rock song about a person who can't be satisfied. What can't they be satisfied with? Who can't be satisfied but keeps trying to. But gets enough for what they need. A rock song about a person who can't be satisfied with life despite having all they physically need to meet their basic emotional requirements. Okay. Not instrumental. Let's try that. Yeah. In the end, the effect might be positive. I hope so. Did I press create? Oh, I might have run out of credits. The way this works is it gives you some credits. 325 credits. I haven't run out. Let's just press create again. Okay, there we go. Restless Soul. It's already got a name for it, Abe. That's crazy. Let's compare to Mick Jagger's version. Oh, is there a Mick Jagger? What's the Mick Jagger song? I should know that. That's poor on my part. Oh my gosh, we got 4 of them. One is ready. That's great. Thought we'd go to the 4 and it did. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's so good. Oh, why am I not letting me go back? Anyway, that was great. Let's try another one. The stereo on the... If you're listening on headphones, the stereo on that beginning part. Let's do... I can't hide, wandering mind. Got it all, but still feel blind. Swimming in riches, dry the flame. Inside me, a burning flame. Mansion walls, glistening gold. But emptiness, it's the sound fidelity, this is it at next level. This is insane. Those chord changes are so good. Yeah, the audio quality on this is so good. I guess maybe because distorted guitar is harder to tell when it's not 100%. That's lovely. I could vibe out to that all day. This is great. Like, if you want to be a songwriter but you don't have the songwriting skills, I'm naff at lyrics. I can write piano tunes. I can't write lyrics, not very well. I could just use this to write lyrics. Is it cheating? Kind of, yes. Yes, it is. Same progression as the Brazil song. I'm not sure. Anyway, by Declan. Oh, Declan McKenna. Let's have a listen. Brazil. There we go. That's like his most famous one. Oh my god, it is. That is the same chord progression as this little oh, it goes different there, but I don't know why it won't let me autoplay. It won't let me go through the thingy.
I can't.
Sorry. It's really annoying when people keep going through music, isn't it? And you're like, no, stop. Okay, let's have a listen here. Like that. Same chord sequence. Oh, come on. Oh, sorry. That's lovely. Oops, back to here. Oh, actually, it's going from the... And I think the deck kind of went from the C sharp minor. Anyway, right, I've got a dash very shortly because I'm teaching soon. But let's just I need to change this because my audio keeps... Every time I play an actual song on something, the audio goes a bit funny. And I have to do this. One there. There we go. Okay. Next time we'll do a piano-based pop song about a man who plays piano in a bar with some harmonica backing. I saw a meme that my friend sent me. It says, for a song called Piano Man, the guy on the harmonica won't shut up. And I was like, ha, that's funny. Okay, actually, let's just do this last one. A piano pop song about a man who plays piano in a bar and the barman wonders why he is playing there, I guess. Not good with my English words. Let's see, there is also some harmonica. And then whilst that's going, let's get some reverb. So this piano sound, oh, that's actually the Ravenscroft. So, oops, here we go, Ravenscroft. That's the Ravenscroft 275. That's my actual piano. I say keyboard. I'm going to go look at keyboard soon. I really want a Roland RD 2000 because they have the best piano sound that has ever been made, and it's modelled. And if you know anything about modelling pianos, as opposed to sampling pianos, modelling I think is quite interesting. It's I suspect the future of piano sounds will be based on AI somehow. I think if you get a MIDI file and you send it to an AI program and it bounces back a really lovely piano recording sound, that'd be pretty cool. Anyway, okay, so that's probably, let's turn that one off for now. That's probably done. It's probably cooked. Keys of Solitude.
Keys in his hands, he plays with grace.
I find piano isn't very well represented in these songs. Piano doesn't sound very real, it sounds very fake. I wonder why that is. Because it's a very complex instrument. Just as though, how are you doing? We're playing some AI-made songs, which is crazy. You just literally type in a prompt, and this program suno.ai, suno.com, makes these songs. This is pretty good. Oh, okay, so rather than putting instrumentation with the harmonica, it's in the lyrics. Okay, let's have a listen. Okay, we're going to have a chorus. Let's see what happens for the chorus.
In the bar's dim lights, he finds solace in the sound. Lost in his music, his soul deeply.
I think if I do that, I can...
Keys in his hands.
I wanted to join in. Okay, fine, let's listen to the second one.
Keys in his hands, he plays with grace. Serenade in the room, in this lonely place. The barman
this sounds like
with a curious
Sarah Bareilles.
stare.
She's imperfect, but she's mine.
Wondering why he's here playing with such flair.
This is definitely a more modern pop song than like Billy Joel. So maybe if I'd done like 80s, 90s.
Stories untold, the harmonica joins and haunts in harmony, creating a duet full of melancholy.
Okay, let's just wait for the chorus because it might have a really interesting
In the
chorus.
bars, dim lights, he finds solace in the sound.
Nice.
Lost in his music, his soul deeply profound. Every note he plays speaks of heartache and regret, but the barman can't comprehend why he hasn't made it yet.
Oh, ah! Yeah, that was cool. Let's just go back. I
Keys in
can't. Okay. Yeah, AI. Crazy. Oh, it will let me.
Place, melancholy.
Last time.
In the bar's dim lights, he finds solace in the sound. Lost in his music, his soul deeply profound.
So that's funny because it's a 4, 1, 5, 6, and the 4, 1, the 5, and it stays on the 5 for 2 bars, which we had earlier, or 2 bars, whatever, which is the same chord progression we had earlier. So which is really common modern pop chord
Every
progression.
note he plays speaks of
Now we'll go up to the-
heartache and
yeah.
regret, but the barman can't comprehend
Probably stay on the
why he
5.
hasn't made it yet.
Oh, that's lovely.
They can regret.
Sorry, listen to these words. In the bar's dim light, he finds solace in the sound, lost in his music. His soul's deeply profound. That's a bit. That's kind of like you'd ask an AI to write something and it would come up with that. Every note he plays speaks of heartache and regret. Oh, but the barman can't comprehend why he hasn't made it yet. That's lovely.
The note he plays speaks of heartache and regret, but the barman can't comprehend why he hasn't made it yet.
Well, he hasn't made it yet. I'm very well, Justice Doe. I'm glad you're doing very well. Yeah, I could write a song out of this. I say write a song. I could make it
Profound.
something I would sing.
Every note he plays.
Oh, my piano's disappeared. That's a pain. It keeps doing this. I don't know why. Every note he plays. I promise I will play one of my little tunes after this. But let's just do the thing.
Speaks of heartache.
Speaks of heartache and regret. Sorry, what was the first?
So deeply profound. Every note he plays.
Every note he
Speaks of
Every note he plays speaks of heartache and regret. The barman can't comprehend why he hasn't made it yet. Anyway, something like
heartache
that.
and regret, but the barman can't comprehend
How they space the lyrics, but the barman can't comprehend
why he hasn't.
why he hasn't made it yet. That's crazy. Anyway, okay. Tim, it was lovely to. Thank you so much for coming along. Yeah, that was really fun that we messed around with AI. Yeah, thank you for joining. I will now end with a little tune of my own creation. That was funny. Again, I'm sorry, my voice is coming out weird. I'm gonna have to fix this somehow, but for the time being, I'm just gonna disappear for 2 seconds. 1, 2, there we go. That's better. Okay, so let's just get rid of this. I've never done it in this key. Let's not do it in a silly key. Sorry, but for fun. I never knew if you felt it too, but I should have asked you to stay. Oops. And I never told you I loved you. And I kept it all in my head. Your face in the rain as you waited in vain for words that I wished I had said. And I never told you I loved you. And I know I waited too long. And if I knew how, I'd tell you right now. But I've only the words of my song to say that I loved you. And I was too scared to let go and say what you needed to know. Oh well, other guys have come and gone, but you have always been the one. And not a single day goes by when I don't stop and wonder why. Oh, I never told you I loved you. Why I never gave you my heart. Now if I told you how I long to hold you, could we try and make a new start? If I said that I loved you, but I never told you, and told you I loved you, yeah, no, 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 told you I loved you. And I'm never gonna feel this way again. And I'm never gonna feel this way. And I'm never gonna feel this way again. I'm never gonna feel this way. Oh, thank you so much, Aaron. Oh gosh, what an ending that was. That was terrible, but there we go. I like fourths in unison. Anyway, yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching. This has been an absolute pleasure. Next year's Eurovision. I'd love to. That would be fun. Yeah. This has chord sequences that I've not heard in an AI yet, which is nice. So I won't be here sadly next week, because next week I am cycle commentating. I probably can't do Saturday, but I might do a midweek one afterwards. But yeah, So it will possibly be 2 weeks until next. We are reunited on this wonderful website that is YouTube. And it is my birthday as well on Tuesday, which is very exciting. I'm going to be older. That's how birthdays work. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, and so I will have some family time this week. What are people up to this week? That's my week. What is your week looking like before I run away? Harry Styles' late night talking. Thank you, Michael. Thank you very much. Let's have a look. And then I will have to run away because I'm teaching at 7. Harry Styles' late night talking. Dum dum.
Things haven't been quite the same. There's a haze on the horizon, babe. It's only been a couple of days and I miss you. Yeah, nothing really goes to plan. You stub your toe, break your can. I'll do everything I can to help you through. If you
Has a very nice. Okay, so going from the 1 chord, the tonic, to the, I guess it'd be the 7, but the minor. I don't know how you describe that. It's basically 1 semitone down as a minor chord, and then to the subdominant, not subdominant, secondary dominant, which is nice, isn't it? Which is used in yesterday. All my troubles seem so far away. Which is a lovely chord progression, but you don't hear it very often. So
things
that's
haven't been
nice.
quite. There's a haze on the horizon, babe. It's only been a couple of days and I miss you. Yeah, nothing really goes to plan. You stub your toe, break your can. I'll do everything I can to help you through. If you're feeling down, I just wanna make you happier, baby.
That's nice. Again, I guess.
With sorrows around, I just wanna make you happier, baby. We've been doing all this late night talking about anything you wanna till the
Great chord progression.
morning. Now you're in my life.
I feel like Rick Beato right now.
I can't get you off my
I just need to say, Billy, are we live? Billy, are we live? If anybody knows Rick Beato, that's a funny joke. It's not a joke. I'm not mocking. I'm genuinely not mocking him. I think he's brilliant. Anyway,
But I'd follow you to any place. If it's Hollywood or Bishopsgate, I'm coming to.
this chord, then that chord, lovely.
If you're feeling
I love it. Anyway,
down, I just wanna make you.
I really must go now because I've got a lesson very shortly. But honestly, this has been a pleasure. Thank you very, 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 very much for coming along. I would try and keep this live stream up on YouTube, but because we've played some songs from Spotify, YouTube might be like, that's not allowed. But we will see. Anyway, thank you ever so much for coming along. Yeah, how are people's? Thank you, Erin. Thank you. I really appreciate that. How are people's weeks looking next week? Before I told you my week, and I feel guilty if I didn't know at least how one person's week is looking next week, because it's nice to know what other people are doing, I suppose. God, that sounded aggressive, didn't it? Tell me what you're doing. I didn't mean it like that. I meant to share in each other's nice memories and experiences. Oh, what am I saying? Also, there's a tiny little delay in when the comments come to my screen, which is sad. Johnny Flynn performed. That's cool. Which, what's the... Is he a musician? He is. I should know that. If you ever watched The Detectorists, it was lovely.
Will you search through the lonely earth for me? Climb through the briar and bramble.
This is very nice. This is. It's this. What's the song called? It goes, Hallanto, Johnny Rumbelow, we were up long before the day-o, to welcome in the summer, to welcome in the Mayo, 'cause summer is a-coming in and winter's gone away, oh, wrong key, but anyway, it's May now. Summer is a-coming and winter's gone away, oh, Hallanto, Johnny Rumbelow, we were up long before the Mayo. Anyway, it's a nice little tune. It's very folksy. It reminded me of this because this is very folksy,
I'll be your treasure.
I hope you enjoy seeing Johnny Flynn live. That's really cool.
Kings and the breath of the wind. I need the call of all the songbirds. They sang all the wrong words.
And it does go to the 5. Lovely.
I'm waiting for you.
This is very nice. I will have to listen to this. I don't know very much Johnny Flynn. I have heard the name and I've seen Detectorists, or at least a bit of it. So I'm sure I've heard some of this music before, but that's very nice. Anyway, yeah, I hope you have a great week, Michael. I hope you enjoy seeing Johnny Flynn, and I hope everybody else has great weeks. But yeah, thank you for indulging me here, and I look forward to seeing you not next week, but hopefully the week after if I'm not having to work somewhere else. But yeah, look after yourselves. Happy weeks. Enjoy May. May is lovely, and spring is very nice, and it's very green. And I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.